Hello YouTuber, this is Thompson737 bringing you a rather special update. This is a one-off update which probably will never be done again. It's really based on football basically, with Euros, Euro 2016 going off. We're pretty much, into the last stages of the group stages now. And I am aware, football isn't everybody's thing. So, if you're not interested in this because, it's to do with football, I appreciate that. But obviously, we are showing a few models as well. It's basically like a mini football update, I suppose. I'll be talking about a few other things about new releases as well, but also talking about football as well. So, before we sort of get into it, when I was younger, I used to play football a lot. I used to play it, after school, we had like this little sort of half a circle green sort of thing in front of our house, and we used to obviously play after school immediately. We just used to have a kick about, probably come home, have like something to eat, go straight out, and probably be playing out till 9-10 o'clock at night or in the evening. Obviously when you're young it does feel like 9-10 o'clock is night time. It does feel like that's when you should be going to bed, or at least you're told. Then after a while, sort of when I got into sort of high school or secondary school, it changed. I wasn't really into football. I hated PE. I hated PE at high school more than any other year at school, certainly compared to primary school. And then when I left, when I left school, it was the year of the Euros 2012. So obviously 4 years ago. That played a huge part, and I was really in. That's when I got into England, and then the following season, the 2013-14 season for Liverpool with Luis Suarez. Obviously, we didn't quite win the league, but the goals he was scoring and our overall team effort and the score lines we were getting were just phenomenal. We were winning like 5-1 at Norwich, beating Tottenham Hotspur 5-0. Arsenal as well, they were like 4-0, I think, something like that. They were big games. Obviously, when Luis Suarez got sold, that was a bit disappointing, but, it was sort of expected. Obviously, since then, Liverpool have sort of gone downhill a little bit. There's no question about that. But obviously, with Jurgen Klopp coming in, can't wait for his first full season. But yeah, basically, since 2012, from the Euros, I've really sort of got into football again, and sort of ever since, every year, I've been following football, in and out. Liverpool, obviously, last season, the season before that. Like I say, we didn't do too bad towards the end of last season, into two finals, but we did lose, But obviously, like I say, next season I can't wait. But now it's about the Euros 2016 held in France. And obviously, I'm pretty much watching every game where I can. I don't watch every game. I might just have games on in the background. If they score, I might just go and look at the goal or something. But most games I'm sort of watching, the big teams, Italy, England, Spain, France, Portugal as well, I want to see how they do, Germany, of course, and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, I'm sort of really in the zone this summer, and obviously once that's finished with, we'll be sort of pretty much straight into the season again, starting off with the Premier League and, well, maybe pre-season as well before that. And like I said, I can't wait for Jurgen Klopp's first season. In October, I will be heading out to Anfield as well, on a 2-day trip. Just basically a stadium tour. Not actually going to see a match, but the last time I went to Anfield was when I was young, and I really, honestly can't remember it. So, it's a bit of a refreshing. With the new expansion as well, it's going to be pretty awesome. But anyway, that's like enough of that. I want to get into the update because we've already done about 5 minutes talking. It's just probably irrelevant to everybody else. But starting off, we have this Emirates 777-300 ER, as you can see in the FIFA 2014 FIFA World Cup colours, with Pele's signature there as well. This is probably, well, for those of you who don't know, JC Wings actually released this and the A380, but they got cancelled, and that was a huge disappointment when that happened, but luckily Gemini Jets came to the rescue and released both. I think they released the A380 first, I think. I can't remember which way around it was, but I think it was the A380. But yeah, again, they're both just as good. Again, this is obviously the 2014 FIFA World Cup. I featured a few BizJets in as well, you know, just sort of make it look a bit more sort of lively at the airport. So we've got this Gulfstream G550 taxiing on taxiway Alpha, I assume. I don't know, I haven't really thought about what taxiways are what, to be honest. Then over here we've got a Falcon 7X positioned on stand. These basically taxied in on their own accord and then been marshalled in on like a loop, sort of, you know, basically turned round. Then we've got these two Learjet 45s, which have basically followed a pattern in between both of them, and then obviously turn left, and the other ones turn right, and then be marshalled onto one of the centre lines. In fact, we'll do these first, and I'll get on to the last one and explain why I featured that. Then we've got obviously the Emirates A380 again. It's the same scheme as the 777. Pretty much. I think colouring might be a little bit different on the actual FIFA World Cup decals they've added in the scheme there towards the back. But again, pretty much the same with the Pele signature. And very happy Gemini Jets released these, because the 2014 FIFA World Cup as well, that was huge for me. You know, everybody, where I was working, everybody was like into it, you know. Every day we'd go into work, we'd be talking about, you know, the score lines, the fixtures coming up, and it was just mad. And it also helped as well because my best friend, he's originally from Brazil as well. So I met him at college, and that helped an awful lot. I learned a lot more about Brazil, and with the FIFA World Cup being hosted there, I probably learned a bit more than what I would have done if it was, you know, elsewhere. And then we've got this FIFA World Cup from the 2014 FIFA World Cup, MD83 from Danish Air Transport. Obviously this is still operating, apart from most of the titles have gone. I think all the World Cup titles have gone. The football thing at the front is still there, I think, and maybe a bit at the back. Not too sure. I know definitely all the FIFA titles have gone, and the World Cup that you might be able to see on the tail. I'm not sure if you can see that. Might be able to see it better on this one. This is from the 2010 World Cup. I was really into that, but compared to 2010 to 2014 FIFA World Cup, 2014 was by far better in my opinion. Just the overall atmosphere was much greater. You know, as you can see, we've got the World Cup on the tail again, FIFA.com, you know, FIFA World Cup Trophy Tour. And there was also a DC9, certainly for 2010. Yeah, it must have been just for 2010. Obviously, with that one being hosted in South Africa, they had a DC9 that did a trophy tour around Africa. So as opposed to the MD83 coming in, well, the MD83 probably went into South Africa, I would imagine, but they actually had a DC9 that went to every sort of, or most countries at least, within Africa itself. I don't actually have that, which I probably really should look to get that, to be honest. You know, simply because it's the same scheme as that, apart from it's just on the DC9. And then we've got this one. You might be thinking, what the hell is, you know, this isn't football themed. This is obviously French. Air Austral is French registration, so I thought I'd include this because this is a model that's probably not going to feature on any other update. And it's actually a model that I've got, and I have no idea why I bought it. I pre-ordered it, obviously, when it first came out, And obviously I know all the new liveries are coming out now as well on the 787s and a few on the 777s I think as well. But yeah, this one, it's just never really been... I seriously have no idea why I bought it. So I am thinking about selling it. So if anybody is interested, by all means do. I mean, the livery itself, I actually quite like. The livery is rather... I actually like it. The tail I'm not too sure about with these like sort of flowery sort of things, but the overall livery I really do like, and it is quite a nice looking 777. Again, made by Phoenix as well, so that sort of helps a little bit. But like I say, if you're interested, PM me. I'm not sure on the price just yet, but I'll probably be looking. Well, just if any interest is there, just send me an offer and we'll proceed from there. Hope you've enjoyed this little bit of an update. I like I say, a lot of it has been me talking about football, when I was younger and all that sort of stuff. So I apologise if you really just want to see the models, I suppose. But, it's like I say, football for me it's another hobby and it's another interest. And, if someone said to me football or aviation, that would be very tough. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't think I would be able to answer that straight away. I'd have to have a really good think about that. But thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate all the likes that I've been getting on the last few updates on this airport. It seems to me like a lot of people like this airport compared to other airports I've done. So again, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next update, the next update will probably be in about 2 weeks' time. I've still got another video planned as well, which is basically a model that it's in some ways it's similar to what I normally get in, but in some ways it's not. So if you want to have like a guessing competition or whatever, then by all means do in the comments. But I'm not going to give anything away just yet. You'll have to wait. Probably once the group stages disperse of the Euros, I might do it and then upload it then and post a few photos of it on Instagram. But again, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.